Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter 2020. Happy Easter Sunday 2020. In meditation practices, in my experience, and other people may have other experiences, I've found that sometimes the spiritual, doing a transcendental, meaning transcending the physical body into the soul body or into the spiritual realms, sometimes those spiritual realms call me. And this is the most beautiful thing. It's the most beautiful thing. And it came for me. I suppose it can come anytime. And I would guess you've had that experience anytime, any place. And then it's calling me to go inward and open my awareness, because there's something that it's calling me to witness, something it's calling me to be a part of. It's a state of being it's calling me to invite in. And that was something beautiful that happened to me yesterday. And it just feels like that spirit of Easter, that spirit of the love of the Christ comes so close to us at this time, this holy week, these holy days. I wanted to, one of the things I had a great privilege to do is in my life and training was live next to the president of the Theosophical Society, which is a spiritual Christian group that works very much with the esoteric teachings of Christianity. I was very young at the time, and she was very old, and I used to go over there and have tea and goat's milk. But what I learned from her was, and others, that this time of Easter can be looked at on the level of, this is the time where this man called Jesus, who lifted to divinity, maybe was born divine, maybe just came into that, came into his enlightenment and liberation, was born to do something in esoteric, to bring that love of God here on the planet. In esoteric Christianity, this time, and then Easter is the day we celebrate that he was crucified on the cross and he was resurrected. And that all probably happened. And in esoteric Christianity, the way it's looked at is that resurrection, or coming into greater loving, happens within each one of us. That each one of us can resurrect or be redeemed in the loving of God, come into who we truly are, our divine nature. It's one of the reasons for meditation, at least in the type of meditation that I do, is that we are reawakening ourselves to our divinity, to our divine nature, which is always loving. And that's the message of Jesus who walked here, and of the esoteric Christ. It's coming into our true nature, which is loving kindness. The Buddha would say compassion. Nothing like bringing the Buddha into Easter, but they carried a very similar message. So let's just go inward to that place and keep developing our awareness in and reaching, transcending our physical form into the heart of God. And I think I'll put some music on today for this Easter. So I have, this is one of my songs, an instrumental on the album I put out in January. It's so pretty, I think. Also, it's a little loud. This is Jonathan Galley playing violin. Also, I have a goal of 1,000 subscribers so that I can do Facebook Lives on my phone, which means I could go anywhere. It would be awesome. So please subscribe if you haven't, or tell your friends, share it. That would be that's my goal. So anyway, happy Easter. Let's find Easter inside of ourselves. So just take a deep breath, as we always do, to set ourselves up to come into stillness. And in this place of stillness, let's turn our attention to the beauty of creation, the beauty of your life, the beauty of your connection to all those you love, and the beauty of the connection to the Christ within you. That Christed presence that is the embodiment of loving, of compassion, of acceptance, of sweetness, also determination and strength, and always service to others. Breathe that pureness of that Christed energy into your heart. Let it fill you. Let it bathe you in its loving. And in this, you know how deeply loving you are. You know you were created in loving. And you know that in your times of disturbance or judgment, you always can come back to the loving, the compassion, and the acceptance for yourself first. And then for every situation, every circumstance, every person, no matter what. In this Christed light, there is no blame for anything or anyone. There is no taking a position. There is no being right where others are wrong. There is just acceptance. There is just peace. In this Christed light that is resurrected today, meaning is a deeper experience inside of you, there is grace, and you are grace. There is joy, and you are the joy. There is awakening into the spiritual realms of which you have come into your existence. And you know yourself as divine. You walk in your life as a prayer, that each step you take is holy, and each encounter is healing, that you walk in your own awakened Christed light, and this light is the trail into the very heart of God. Your home, your peace. In this heart of God, you are remembered with your brothers and sisters and family who are also awakened to loving. And there is freedom and liberation, and you are free and you are liberated, all the while being human, with all the human traits and all the things to grow into, to learn, to expand, to let go of. And yet, at the same time, you are awakened to your divinity, to your own Christed self, which is the self on this planet. You are the nourishment of God. You are the blessings of God. You are God's peace. You are God's intention. You are God's face. Let's take a few moments in the stillness and in the silence to remember and reawakening to the Christed light within, and to listen to its eternal song. And in this presence of the love of God, God reaches to you and has a very special gift. And you open your heart and your arms to receive God's gift for you. It could be a symbol of something. It could be a change in your life. It could be something that you have been praying for. It could be something for someone else. But it's for you in this moment. Take that gift into your heart. Bring it back with you into this world, into your life. Bring your consciousness back. And bring that presence of that Christed light, which you are, which is always with you. It is you, back with you. Reborn in the love of the Christ, you as that love. It is who you truly are. Bring your attention and awareness to your breath, to your body. Unless you're drifting off to sleep, then you can drift off in the arms of loving. And if you're coming back to this world right now, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Happy Easter, everybody. Namaste.